Hello everybody, I'm just coming back to finish off the cards that I started cutting up earlier. I thought it would be fun to come and do that online with you guys. And so I've pulled out some retired papers that I've had in my stash for a little while that I couldn't bear to kind of part with because I like them so much. And so yeah, I'm going to use these. I'm just waiting for my other device to pick up that I'm live. I don't think it's quite getting there. Sorry. Hi Kay, hi Cindy, I am back. It's Friday night, you know, and I thought I could just come back on. So yeah. Oh, here we go. I can see. I'll be able to see the comments now. So yeah, I'm back again. Let's see if I can. There we go. I can see what's happening now. Right, so I went ahead and cut some pieces of the copper, as it was so helpfully suggested by Christine earlier. Oh, I've got some things trapped in here. I need to pop those away later. Yeah, so I've got some of the copper pieces and I've got some retired things. I've also got some Whisper White by the side of me, and I've also pre-cut a card base. So let's have a look. Sorry, my desk is a little bit messy at the moment. I'll try and clear a space so you can see what's going on here. Right, I pulled out, I do like that one, I did pull out, not that one, the blue crackled DSP, because when I put this on here and earlier, I felt that this was a bit too plain for this design, and so I think that is going to be just perfect for it. So my card base is cut to 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, and so I actually only want a little smidgen of white to show all the way around. So I'm going to be cutting this at 5 5/8. So I'm literally cutting off a tiny little bit from the side there. So there we go. Ah, thank you, Karen. Well, I thought I'm going to be making them anyway, so I may as well come on and share it with you guys. It's nice to have some company. I'm in the mood for a bit of company while I'm crafting. Sometimes I like to solitary craft, but sometimes it is nice to have a few people to chat to. Right, I've taken to using the thick end of my Tombow, particularly when I'm getting to the end of the glue, because I find it comes out easier and it's easier to spread. So got that tip off my sister actually. Hi Janice. Right, let's see who's here. Hi Kay, hi Christine, hi Karen, hi Geraldine, hi Cindy. Nice to see you. Right, I'm thinking that is kind of all it needs, and then I'm just going to stamp a sentiment. And I might even use Shock Horror non-Stampin' Up sentiments, because I've got my Christian Ladies Conference coming up, and I need to have some cards ready for that. So. Oh, the other thing I dug out was some metallic brads, because there's a few copper ones in here. How cute would they be? I think they'll be nicer on the blue, but might use those later. Squelch, squelch, squelch. There we go. Right, that was super simple, wasn't it? That was really easy to easy to finish off. Really love that. Okay, I'm just going to grab some more white card bases. I have some pre-cut. So what about this time going for a wood background? Got to find all my pieces again now. Just make sure I have the correct ones here. Oh, I'm not sure. I think that wood is a little bit too dark. Yep, too dark. That would be too dark as well. There were some lighter sheets in that collection that were really pretty. But I've got a feeling my sister came and nabbed them one time. I might just use up. Oh, there's a bit of green. So I'm just trying to see a comment. I don't know why they're. So I'm trying to read the comments. There we go. Right, let's have a think. Yeah, I'm not sure. See, I quite like the look of this ombre one. Got a small piece of the blue there. Find one of these because I really want to show off the ombre. So I'm thinking. Actually, I'm sure there was a piece that I cut specifically. Well, maybe I need to trim it down. Yep. Oh, yes, you use them for your swaps, didn't you, Esther? The conference is in Swanwick, Derbyshire, in September. Right, that is just perfect. So I need to cut this piece down. So I know my card bases are 10.5 centimetres wide and 14 point something. So I know roughly. There we go. That on there. Then I'm wondering about a little, like a tiny little piece, or even do that and put a sentiment across there. I'll take it down there. I don't know, the blue seems to be taking up a lot of. What happened to my little narrow piece? I did have a piece that was a tiny little strip that came off my edge bit. Anyway, I'm going to stick this down for now. And I'll come back to it. So that's important, ladies. Sometimes when you're bulk kind of making like this, it might not always, the answer might not always be straight ahead of you or, you know, immediate. So don't be afraid to kind of like just stick a piece down and come back to it later, because otherwise you can spend loads of energy like looking for something that doesn't exist, or or, you know, like I've obviously mislaid my little piece, but I need to get on. So I'm just going to, you know, do what I can. I'm wondering, look, that little copper piece, I love copper and green too, so that would be quite nice. And then if I had, I don't have the word dies, but if I had a word die, I say I don't have any word dies, I don't think there's any ones in the current, in anything I have currently. No, I tend to go for shapes. I do have letters though. But if I had a word die, that would look really pretty just on there. So I'm going to leave that to this aside for now. Okay, move on to the next one. So let's use this copper. Because it's so pretty. Right, I need to find the right piece that fits in this one now. That one? Yeah, that one. I just need to cut it down a little bit. And sometimes it's deciding. Yeah, a monogram will look really pretty. I've already got a matting layer for. I tend to just eyeball it. So I know, like, there is where I need to cut. So I'll put my nail in there and then just line it up with the groove of my trimmer. You don't always have to measure things. I can use that for something else later. There we go, that'll do. Oh, I did it on the wrong side. Oops. Right, hold on. Kind of glue everywhere. Right. I know you guys probably didn't think it was the wrong side because you can't see, but I can see the indentations of the stitches. So, hi Bev. How are you doing? Right, that's better. Okay, and then that'll get stuck onto there. Right, I'm thinking, let's have a look what this would look like on the green. Ooh, I quite like that. It's quite dramatic. We've even got the pink as well. It's kind of... So if you guys are thinking, I've not seen these papers in the catalogue, Stampin' Up catalogue that is, that's because they're from a few years ago. Oh, that's pretty too, isn't it? But anyway, I'll stick with the green for now. Cut this down. So if you are interested in purchasing any of the products that you see me demonstrate, apart from these papers, because they're not available, then please contact me. You can... Yes, Colour Theory, Bev, that's what the name of these papers were. Yes, you can contact me via my website, artfulstampin.co.uk. And if you want to just get on and do some shopping, you can just directly link from, there is a direct link from my website to my shop. And, oh, that reminds me, I need to set up a new host code. I closed the order the other day, so I need to set up a new host code. So if you ever place an order and you can't find the host code, please message me immediately. Email me and say, Ruth, host code. Because by using the host code, it means that I can purchase you a little prezzy. I mean, I'll send you a card anyway to say thank you, but for ordering, but by using the host code it means I can get you some freebies. Oops, there we go. There's something really relaxingly simple about creating cards like this, because basically the focal point is in the middle, so you just keep building up layers from the middle. You don't have to think about the composition too hard, because sometimes having to do that just hurts your brain. So just doing simple layering like this can be lovely, especially when, you know, as I said earlier, you've gone to all that hard work to create this pretty paper. So oh, I love the copper against that. That's really nice. Okay, so onwards. Oh, I've got that big piece there. Actually, I did have a piece of navy here earlier. I might just mount that onto there and be done with it. Or I could put this slither of that colour underneath. That look pretty. What do you guys think? I'll put it to one side while you're deciding. Okay, so I've also got this piece here. You love the pink, do you, Bev? Okay, pink it is. Right, I thought I'd just stick that down while I was waiting. This is a good way to use up my DSP. Oh, I think I'm getting to the end of the glue. It's always quite satisfying, isn't it, to use up your last bit of glue. Excuse me. Right, I'm going to stick this one so that I could either use it as a portrait card or a landscape one. I haven't quite decided which way around I prefer it. There we go. Right. This pink is quite nice actually. Sweet sugar plum. What, this colour? No, it's the back to that one. I forgot what colour this was. Was it a retiring colour? Berry Burst, that was it. Thanks, Esther. Yeah, Berry Burst. I thought I had a thinner one to go in there. I'm quite liking this as a square card. Might just do another square one. Ooh, I could cut that down into a banner shape, couldn't I? It's just fun to play with all the different configurations. Oh, I know what I haven't tried yet. Right, if I cut that down. Oh. Felt like something was caught under there. Try that again. That's better. Okay, I think that one was used up, wasn't it? So when you're sticking layers onto mats with holes in, just be aware of where you're putting the glue. I know it probably would have been easier for me to stick that on and then do it, but I want to be able to play with this to figure out what I'm doing. Right, so my thought was that if I cut that there, I can make this go a bit further. She says if she could find her scissors. See, I have loads of scissors normally. Oh, here they are. Right. So if we cut that one there, And that one across there. And give the impression that it goes further. How cute is that? Then we could even put that under there. And then that in there and stamp something on there. Yes, right. So we put that there. So put a bit of glue. Thank you, Geraldine. Sorry if I've not been catching all your comments because I'm concentrating. Okay, I just got to swipe my finger there because I need to figure out. You know what? I think it doesn't look like a photo corner, doesn't it? I'm wondering if actually it would make more sense for me to put the glue down. Put that one down there. I've got some squirting out, but I can always get my rubber on here, can't I? My glue rubber. Just try and gently insert that into there. Oh, come on, out you come. I went too far then. Right, my hands are a bit sticky now. Oh, I hate getting glue on the foil because it makes it look really mucky. Right, there we go. Get in there. Ooh. I wonder if I stuck those all down and then just cut it off there, and that leaves a tiny space then for a sentiment. Too much glue on there. Just going to get that on before I muck it up. Oh, look, see, I am mucking it up already. Oh, I'm going to have to sort it out with my glue rubber later. Sorry, my kid's in the background. Oh, actually it doesn't really matter because I'm covering most of it up. It is nice to have that little bit of copper peeking through, isn't it? So I don't want too far over. Okay, so the way I figure out how far or whatever is I look at like the margins on the other side. Although unfortunately I didn't quite do it with that margin there, but I'm just trying not to make that too far over. Okay, so I need to cut that there. Okay, I'm going to do it, no ruler. There we go, I think. Or should I do it so it looks like it's coming underneath that? What do you think? Underneath the copper or underneath the coming from the white? I think I prefer to see the copper frame. But I'm just going to cut a little tiny bit more off. Yeah, you're all with me. See? I like that. And then we can just do a little sentiment there. You see this little tiny piece? I could have quite easily just thrown that away, thought that's useless. But it just really shows off that bit of stamping, you know? So I'm not saying that you should keep hold of every single scrap, but certainly when you're doing a project like this, just don't throw anything away until you've finished using all the pieces from that project. Right, I'm not going to do the base now, I'll do that later. Right, next. Now I could do a similar thing with this one, or even that one. I could cut that up. The other thing I thought that would be quite nice is to actually just stamp a background. But I don't really want to do that right now. Ooh. They're pretty. Right, so this was the gold glimmer that was available in the autumn winter catalogue last year. Okay, but before I stick it all down, I have an idea. I have an idea with a punch that's not in my room. Oh dear. Right, let's have a think. Oh, right, contraband. See if this will work. Just want to build up some leaves. So this is, oh my goodness, that's a blast from a very long time ago. Sorry about the noise. Right, this is a lesson in frugal punching. Look, I'm getting loads out of this one. I'm going to get 6 out of here. I might even get 7. Yay, 7! Okay, then I also have... how stiff this one is. Do this one as well. Hi, Bobby. I'm using up my one sheet wonder. Oh, this one's a bit stiffer. Takes a bit of coaxing. Sorry, this bit is a bit boring for you guys to watch, but this is what you do when your punch is a bit stiff. I've had this punch a very long time. Many years ago, I used to order these in from America and sell them on eBay. This was pre-Stampin' Up days. I basically did it so that I could then buy the punches I wanted. I figured out that if I ordered the ones I wanted and then sold the rest on eBay, it wouldn't cost me much. So that's what I used to do. I think that could look quite pretty. I'm tempted actually to put that on a square card because I'm kind of running out of... Or that way. Right, have I got space to cut a bit off? Ooh, I think I have. That's close. So I've got to get it down to 10.5. Oh, yay! That worked, didn't it? That means I've got more space at the side. So what I'm going to do is just put some glue down the middle. Hi, Judy. I'm going to put that one in the middle. So I'm making cards. For those of you who just joined, I'm making cards using a one-sheet wonder that I created a few days ago, just to show people what I would do with them. I have to be honest, I haven't done it quite like this before, so I was going to be just playing here in my craft room, so I thought I may as well come on and share the process with you guys. So now we're going to put our little leaves. We can just tuck them in under there. Now I should have punched some of these leaves going in other directions, but like turned the paper over so that we've got some going in the other direction, but it's too late now, so we'll have to roll with the punches, as they say. I don't know who says that, but apparently some people say that. There we go. Okay, it could be easier if I do it this way around. I'm trying to make sure I've got some for the other side, so I don't want to use up all these. Right, I'll turn that around. Now, I am aware that in the new Christmas catalogue, there is a really beautiful die that will cut out a floral frame, and it's sort of like a frame with some really beautiful like foliage around it. So if you do like the look of this, then I suggest you do have a look at the new catalogue. If you don't have a demonstrator near you to supply you or you don't have a demonstrator currently, if you're in the UK, please contact me. I'm quite happy to send you out a catalogue. If you are in the States, actually there's a few American demos on here now. Please wave your hands and say what part of America you're in. So if there are any American customers looking for demonstrators, they can contact you. It does, Jodie. So if you're in North America, if you're in the New York, New Hampshire, that area, then Jodie and Bobby are your closest demo. Oh no, Bobby's not a demo at the moment. Sorry, Bobby. But Jodie is. Then there's Bev. Are you a demo anymore? Or at the moment? I think Bev is. Oh, there we go. Bev isn't. Yeah, Jodie has been a demo for 3 years. And I've known Jodie for about 3 years. Well, over 3 years. I like that. Isn't that pretty? See, I love it when Stampin' Up come out with new coloured glimmer paper. I have to confess, I do keep a little stash of it. Yeah, it was such a special weekend. I went to New York and met up with Jodie. Right, love that one. Okay, right, what have we got left? Got that one. I keep like trying to ignore this one that I cut wrong, but I'm wondering if I cut it down. Or I could do what's called a, like a layered piece like that. I'm not a super big fan of that though. Not sure. I wonder if I prefer it that way around or that way around. Oh, I've still got this one to play with. Yes! Still got a bit of this left. I wonder if that would look better now against the wood. You know what, it does. Having that sparkly just makes it work. I discarded this paper earlier because I thought it was too dark. But now, by putting that little bit of glimmer and that light behind it, or in whatever, in front of it, just works. Check that fits. Yes, okay, that does work. And then, does it work having a slightly bigger border? Or do you think it should have a smaller border? Like that. This is the glimmer paper from last year's autumn winter catalogue, Jodie. It's the one that came in the pack with the gold, the red and the green. I'm not sure if it's still available in the UK. It was available on clearance rack. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm using up some retired stuff today. It's such a gorgeous gold. It's almost coppery, this. Yeah, I think so, Kay. I have to agree with you there. Let's go with a thin border. looks more classy. You know, I'm a classy bird. Right. It does look, yeah, with this lighting, I've got LED strip lighting here. It does look very coppery, but I don't remember us ever having copper glimmer paper. Sandbox that, people. Write to Stampin' Up, ask them for copper glimmer paper. A 2-inch, a 2-inch circle out of that. Yep, I will. And I'm going to get a... Ooh, can't reach it. Oh dear. I only have red and green left. It is gorgeous. Oops. Just ignore that. Right. Look, my card's almost disappeared with my backing paper there. Oops, sorry. There we go. I think that's my used up one, isn't it? Have I got any on this one? Nope, that one's used up. Right, have I got any more left? Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, I've not got the new ink yet. So in the new catalogue there's some inks. Although, have we got it in the UK? Can someone check that we'll actually be able to get hold of them? I'm afraid that the UK and Europe have still experiencing customs problems. So there are some products that we're finding it very hard, well, basically impossible to get through because they haven't made it through customs. I think I'm going to have to give up and get a new, get the new glues out. Excuse me. Right. Gorgeous. Of water? Really? Does that work? Because I thought these weren't water-based, Jodie. Wow. That's a nifty tip. I might try that. Oh, hi, Levine. When did you sneak in? What are you making at the moment, Levine? Oh, I love the copper against this wood. Right, where are we at? How many have we got left to do? Thank you for sticking with me, guys. You've been so patient. Got an ombre there. Let's put too dark, isn't it? I'm really getting to the point where I'm down to scraps. Got some wee scraps there. Got that. Oh, now what about me cutting out? Right, I'm going to bring all my scraps. Got 2 cards to make, 21st and an 18th. Oh, awesome. You excel at the personal cards, Naveen. So I'm sure you'll be fantastic. Oh, I've just found that matting layer that I was meant to use for that other piece. Oh, look, and I've just found some more pieces. Oh, and also these were the pieces left over from the other one. Well, there we go. Right, what did I do then with that one? Right, so far we've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, I put the pink behind it, didn't I? 4, 5. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that one. Although I have just found, I think, the piece that I was looking for earlier. That piece. Oh no, I did have that piece earlier. Oh, please what? Post all the creations. I need my mojo back. Oh, Jodie, I will. Have you watched my One Sheet Wonders recently? I quite like having those goldy coppery bits. I haven't decided what I'm doing with that one, but I'll bear that one in mind. Right, yeah, it's just a bit different, isn't it? A bit kind of Asian-y, you know. Right, so I've still got this piece here, my matting layer. I've got that piece to use up, which if I put ooh, what if I cut a bit of that? No, not sure about that. What if I tore a piece of that? We started her tearing again. Guys, if you've ever watched my scraps videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. I tear everything on my scraps videos. This has now turned into a scraps video, okay? Right. That looks great with the green ombre. With this one, yeah, I'm liking that. It's quite clean for me. You know, I don't generally do clean, but okay, let me just tidy up a little bit. Put that over there, put that over there, put that over there. I'm thinking, what about a bit of that? And then, I don't know why this is torn that way, but I want that torn in a slightly straighter line. So I'm going to re-tear that. I'm actually going to put that underneath there like that. Oh, I'm going to snip it off. Right, that's going to go there. That is going to go there. And I am thinking, what about some little bits of coppery gold stuff peeking through? Like cut a little leaf or something, a copper leaf. Or even some green leaves to have peeking out from here. Oh, No. I could do with, though, a slimmer piece here. I think I've used up most of my pieces now. Okay, let's start gluing, then we can... Okay, I'm going to give up and use my ATG gun now, okay guys? Okay. Because I only want a little bit of that showing through, I'm actually going to save this piece. I might need this later, so I'm being super frugal. So I'm going to fold these pieces back. I like having a bit of the colour showing through from underneath. Now, can I get a leaf out the middle of this? I know what I would want it to kind of do, but I'm not sure if it works. I just want this like tiny bit of like this showing through. No, I'm not sure about that at all. I wonder if it would be better off to have a little little motif down here at the bottom, like a, or even a, what about a sentiment and then have that behind it? I'm not sure about that either. Oh my goodness, I've never been so stumped. Usually I'm pretty sorted with stuff like this. Maybe it's just gone a bit overboard, but oh well. You know what, I've sometimes come to realise that I'm being a bit too fussy and someone's going to like it. So just get on and stick it down. Oh, my ETG is playing up now. Ugh, I was doing this yesterday. Take care, Jodie. See you soon. Right, I don't think I'm going to stick that down because I still need to stamp something on there. I'm going to leave that for now. These leaves. There we go. Right, so what have I got left? This one to stick down. Ooh, that was a bit squishy. Let's put some glue on here. That's the thing about Tombow, you don't need a lot of it. Okay, a moment. Okay, I'm going to cut that off. You know what, I almost want to move that up a bit more now. It's not going to move. Okay, never mind. Okay. Right. Have I got anything left? Got that one. Got a bit of copper. Oh, well done, Janice. Keep going. Right, you know what I'm going to do with these leftover pieces? Is do one of my kind of, what do I call them? It's kind of like a jigsaw card, really. I'm just going to start sticking things down and hope for the best. But I'm going to leave that for a second. So is that the Scottish event, Janice, that you're prepping for? Is that how many you've got going? Right, what else have I got? I'm just going to slice these bits off. The ribbon. I think I'm overthinking this. That is that one. I'm finding these lines are just a bit too formal. Right. Stick them down. I just feel that this needs a little bit of a border on it. Just a wee one. Cut that there. Then maybe that there with a little sentiment on it or something. Break it up with that. Okay, I'm just going to get these down now. Oh, I'm going to leave that there like that, I think. That just needs a sentiment putting. Okay, I'm going to put that one aside, finish off this one. Quite nice on there. I could stamp something in white, I think. grabbing a card base. Right. Oh, actually, side off to the side looks quite nice. I'm thinking something stamped in white on top of there would look really sweet, wouldn't it? Oh, that's exciting, Christine. Where are you planning to visit? Yeah, it is super simple, this one, isn't it? And again, I'm kind of reluctant to stick anything down because I want to stamp. Let's see what would fit onto there. And hello, beautiful. Oh, look. Perfect. Oh, that works lovely. Okay, I'm reluctant to use glue on that now because if I push down it will smear, so I'm going to use some dimensionals for that one. Right, I'm trying to get these off without smearing the... this white ink does take a little while to dry. So... Right, I'm not pushing down too hard on that one. That's turned out really pretty. Yay! Okay, right, let's have a look. What else could we stamp? That fit on there. Oh, yeah. Actually, I'm going to pop it on there so I can see what I'm doing. Where's my Knight of Navy? Hey, that's cute, isn't it? Right. So, 1, 2. Does that need anything? I'm reluctant to put anything on that one, to be honest. That one I think could take a nice verse because it has a bit of space on it. Right, so we've got that one. Sorry, I'll slow down. That one with the copper and the wood, which would take a sentiment in that area there. That one doesn't really have a lot of space on it. It could maybe take something there. And that one. But yeah, it does have quite a bit of space on there. That's the only one I would say where you can really see those two diagonal pieces. Let's see if we can see it on the square. Yeah, you could barely see it on the square one as well, but it just works, doesn't it? I think I'm definitely going to try and do some more one-sheet ones using the square diagonals because they cut up really nicely. I think what I found was when I did cut all the pieces up, there was something in every single little piece. so it worked really well. Whereas sometimes when I'm just doing designs that go across, I may miss out a piece. So, not a piece, but you know, that I'll cut up the pieces and think, oh no, I need to stamp some extra bits because I've missed a bit. So, right, I'm just going to cut a card base for that last one that I didn't cut a card base for, to give you a chance to ask any questions that you may have. And then I'm going to go. Didn't realise how long I was on here for. This is quite a long one. But I'll take photographs of all these cards. They'll make their way to my blog eventually. So eventually there'll be a link in the description below going to the blog post. And also a link to the One Sheet Wonder that I did. I'm actually editing that session because it was about an hour long, that session where I did the stamping for this. So I'm editing that down to make a shorter version. But if you want to, you know, hear me talk about the process, then it's worth watching the long version on speed up. Oh, thanks, Levine. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Just see, I'm tempted to put hello there, but for me, this is quite a big card, and so should therefore, I don't know. I think just saying hello to somebody with a card like this is a bit trivial. So I don't know whether to stamp another type of word. Let's have a look. What have I got here? Oh, friend. Love. Oh, I didn't end up using the copper brads. I forgot all about those. There we go. Could have been higher up, but I have got those little dots. I've got these little dots going across there, so. You know when you stare at a word and you think, that looks really odd? Friend. I think it's because I'm so used to seeing it written in lower script. Not lower cases, not as capitals. I'm wondering if a copper butterfly would look nice there. You know, maybe cut out with that copper shimmery stuff, but I really put like a copper butterfly or something there, just to fill that space. I think that would look really nice. But I'm not going to do that now. Okay, so last go through. We'll go, that's the square one. That was the other square one, which I don't think really needs anything on it. So that's 2, 3. That could do with a sentiment on it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. And then I've got the number 10 one here. which strictly 9 and 10 were with the scraps from the other one. So 8 from the blue. I've got that little bit left. I've probably got another little strip somewhere as well, but just got that little wee bit left. But there we go. So that's not quite bad really. I've got 10 cards there. And then I think I've got 18 here. So that's 28 cards from 3 one sheet wonders. Not too bad. So there we go. Right, I will go and take photos of these. And I might even put them on my Facebook, because they'll end up on Facebook quicker than they do on my blog. And you can tell me which ones you prefer the look of. So, well, I have sat here for, it's nearly an hour and a half. So it has taken an hour and a half to do this. But it means I do have loads of cards, which is really cool. So there we go. Lovely, stop there. Yes, I think I need a cup of tea now, Christine. I've got some water here, but I think I need a cup of tea now. So, lovely to have your company on a Friday evening. Ooh. Oh, I just found the shimmery special effects. Ooh. No, I'm going to stop there. Right, lovely to see you. Take care for now. And don't forget, if you'd like a copy of the current catalogues, please contact me. So good night. Night, Kay. Take care. Sleep well.